Iran unveiled a new missile it says can bypass the U.S.'s THAAD anti-ballistic defense system. According to Associated Press, Iran's state TV on Sunday ran footage of Qassem Bassir being test-fired in an unknown location, claiming it had a range of up to 1,300 kilometers. A report on the state TV website said the missile is capable of bypassing air defense systems with ease. Iranian Defense Minister General Aziz Nasirzadeh told state TV that his country will hit U.S. bases in the region if a war is imposed on Iran. Tensions in the region are high after a missile launched by Iranian-backed rebels in Yemen briefly halted flights and commuter traffic at Israel's main international airport on Sunday after its impact near an access road caused panic among passengers. The attack on Ben-Gurion International Airport came hours before Israeli cabinet ministers were set to vote on whether to intensify military operations in Gaza. The army was calling up tens of thousands of reserves, Israel's Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir said. In a statement, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed Israel would respond to the Houthis, and, at a time and place of our choosing, to their Iranian terror masters.
این ارتقا بر روی موشک‌های خانواده حاج قاسم که اکنون در تمامی شهرهای موشکی این ارتقا انجام شده. آخرین تست عملیاتی این موشک 28 فروردین ماه امسال بوده.
اگر به ما حمله بشه، جنگی به ما تحمیل بشه، ما با قدرت پاسخ خواهیم داد. ما منافع اونا رو، پایگاه‌های اونا رو مورد حمله قرار خواهیم داد و در این راستا هیچ ملاحظه‌ای و هیچ محدودیتی قائل نیستیم. ما با کشورهای همسایه هیچ گونه خصومتی نداریم، برادران ما هستند، اما پایگاه‌های آمریکایی اهداف ما هستند.
An explosion and fire broke out in a high-rise building in Russian capital Moscow, local media reported. The initial cause of the incident is a gas explosion in one of the apartments. The 8th and 9th floors of the building have been damaged. At least 18 people were injured and 3 people died in the incident. Among the injured are children. 60 firefighters and 20 special equipment were deployed to the area. The number of injured is expected to increase. Some of the residents were reportedly unable to leave the building and were asking for help.
Нет, газ, походу. Пожарные здесь рядом же.
Russian dictator Vladimir Putin has declared a 3-day ceasefire on the front because he fears that the Ukrainian armed forces could ruin the Kremlin's Victory Day celebrations. At the same time, a short ceasefire is not appropriate for Ukraine right now. This opinion was expressed in an exclusive interview with Oboz Revitel by the executive director of the Ukrainian Center for Security and Cooperation, Dmytro Zmelo. He is convinced that the defense forces have the resources to congratulate the Russians on Red Square. The ceasefire is not appropriate now. As the President Volodymyr Zelenski said, the Russians are nervous that we will ruin their holiday. This is the main holiday of their empire, the main Sabbath, May 9th and Grandfather's Fort. This is already a separate religion in the Russian Federation. Therefore, they are afraid of new steps by Syrsky that this will happen under the sounds of sirens and explosions of Ukrainian drones, the expert explained. For the Russian leadership, May 9th should be a demonstration of strength and power before the world community. However, there is every chance that instead of a triumph, this will turn into national humiliation. The Kremlin is counting on simply crushing us, ignoring both Ukraine's proposal for a 30-day truce and the position of the United States. Okay, let's start with at least 30 days. But let's look for real mechanisms to monitor compliance with this ceasefire, because the last ceasefire assumed a 70% reduction in the use of drones, artillery and mortars because we destroyed the shells. And the ceasefire in the Black Sea was better ensured by the defense forces. As soon as it began to operate there, calibers again flew across our land from the Black Sea waters. Zmelo emphasized, if the West does not provide Ukraine with alternative options, such as financial support in exchange for a temporary refrain from striking Russian territory, then Kiev reserves the right to refuse such restrained actions. In the absence of constructive proposals, the consequences could be serious. We have all the resources to reach even Red Square, so maybe we won't hit it, because there's a lot of air defense there. But there will be booms and sirens will howl, and all the celebrations will have to be held in bunkers and bomb shelters, the expert summed up. Let us recall that on April the 28th, it became known that Vladimir Putin declared a ceasefire during the celebrations of the 80th anniversary of victory. It will begin at 0000 on the night of May the 7th to the 8th, and end at 0000 hours on the night of May the 10th to the 11th. The decision to stop military actions was allegedly made based on humanitarian considerations.